want to talk to you. I'm talking to you.
It's not that complicated. Leave the children alone.
Moms are here to raise right our kids, to protect our kids.
You are the first line of defense, and you are the last line of defense for your children.
Today, we have been very, very blessed to have, if you haven't been following what's been going on in Broward County schools, we finally have gotten a person who is standing up for the children, who's willing to have the bravery to point out the books that have infiltrated our schools, and in doing so, she has been elected to the Broward County School Board. Finally, somebody who's willing to stand up for the children on a completely leftist, totally radical, corrupt group of not representing the people, board members in the Broward County School, but thank God we have Brenda who's been able to come in and represent what real parents believe.
Yeah,
and
Brenda,
I'm so happy to be able to introduce her. Brenda, if you would not mind, if you could come up and just speak to the people.
Brenda, 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 Brenda.
So Brenda, thank you so much for taking the time. I know it takes bravery on your behalf. It is not easy to speak on behalf of the children and stand up for what's right, especially in a corrupt county like Broward. But you know what? We are so grateful, and please take it away. I love you.
We love you, Brenda.
Guys, please be quiet. Let her talk.
As a mother, a parent, a citizen of Broward County, I'm not here in the was a representative of the board.
Let's just get that very clear.
Okay. First of all, I just wanted to thank you for coming out and being involved with your children. I think this is really a heartfelt issue to me. This is my son. It says, this is sex trafficking. I'm a former assistant state attorney. And I'm going to tell you a story of shocking to me. I know what happened. Because a little girl in preschool was found to have a sexually transmitted disease.
Oh my God.
Preschool. So they identified this by taking her to a doctor. When they went in the home to talk to the mother and the boyfriend, she had an infant brother. They took the brother, they took pictures of him. His rectum was as big as a human. The little boy couldn't even walk. So this is what we're looking at.
Wow,
and this is real, this happens. Maybe because you're not in the real world, you're not in the criminal world, you can see what's going on behind closed doors. But you and parents have to stay involved in your children's lives.
That's right.
Yes.
100%. I did some research. 700,000 children will be abused this year in the United States. 700,000. Look to your right. 2 people to your right. If they have children, 2 people to your left. 1 in 4 of those people will have a child that is sexually abused if they're a girl. And it will be 6 people, 3 on each side for a boy. So look in that group of 6, and a boy will be abused this year. I just wanted to tell you that Broward County is the 2nd largest area in the state of Florida with sex trafficking. Sex trafficking. Broward County, right
have one more amazing speaker. Lolly, take it away.
All right, guys, so I have the pleasure to introduce now somebody that is extremely special, extremely powerful. I'll give him a very brief intro. He is a part of Gays Against Groomers.
Gays against groomers! Gays against groomers! Gays against groomers! Gays against groomers! Gays against groomers!
All right,
So
Jordan.
his name is Jordan Toast, and I'll tell you how I met Jordan. Jordan showed up unexpectedly at the Miami-Dade County School Board meeting that was held in September, because what they wanted to do was they wanted to make October LGBTQ History Month. And although we have absolutely nothing against the LGBTQ community, we do not need a full month of either heterosexuality or LGBTQ. We needed to bring the school system back to neutral ground.
That's right. That's right.
And Jordan very courageously showed up. He walked into the school board, he strut his stuff, and he got up on that podium and he blew everyone away.
He sure did.
Yes, he sure did.
He sure did.
He sure did.
Every parent,
He made history in Miami. Thank you, Jordan.
every grandparent, every citizen, the school board members were like,
I was there.
what?
That was awesome.
And it was because of him, as well as parental presence, because that's what we need. We need
Unity.
parents present.
Unity.
We could sit here and complain all we want. Complain, complain, complain. But if we don't have people like Jordan and Anthony and Elon and all of you guys and the parents present, we get nowhere.
That's right.
So I want Jordan to come up here.
We're not going to let the LGBTQ community be hijacked into this.
Look, this is Jordan, guys. Everybody.
Let's go! Gays against groomers! Gays against groomers! Gays against groomers! Gays against groomers!
Gays against groomers.
I'm gonna try to talk as loud as I can. My voice is a little bit shot from last night. Art Basel has been crazy.
There you go.
But first of all, thank you guys
We
so
love
much.
you.
We love you guys.
We love you! We love gay people! Gay people rock! Gay people rock! Let Jordan go. Let's go. Listen up, guys.
Guys,
Quiet,
listen,
quiet.
pay attention to Jordan, please.
Thank you guys so much for coming out today. It's really important to show up to things like this, to show up to the school board meetings. I don't have children, obviously, but I showed up to the school board meeting because it was important to me, and I knew I was directly affected as a child growing up. And I know that children are being more affected today now than ever. And I have personal experience with the grooming. I have personal experience with the education and the system and the adults that want to groom children in a certain direction. I stopped talking to my own father for 4 years because I thought he was being homophobic. I thought he didn't care about me, when in reality he was trying to protect me. I distanced myself from my family for so long, for so many years, not realizing what the system was doing to me, pulling me away from my family. When my family is the most loving people you will ever meet, my family has never shown me any discontent with me. I simply was brainwashed by the media, by the system. I was groomed into believing that the people that loved me hated me, and that couldn't be further from the truth. And I know that so many kids nowadays are being taken advantage of, and they're being convinced that their own mothers and fathers and aunts and uncles that love them hate them, when that's not true. They are being bamboozled. They are being fooled. And I don't want any other children to have to go through that. I don't want any other kids growing up to hate their families. I don't want that to happen to anyone else. And that's why I went to the school board meeting. That's why I'm here today. And that's why I'm working with Anthony, with Gays Against Groomers, so that we can fix this and so that children can stop getting taken advantage of. It's going to take all of us collectively. It's going to take every one of you showing up to the school board meetings. I don't care if you have kids or not.
That's right.
Go to the school board meetings, voice your opinion, let them know how you feel, because we are the majority.
Yeah.
We are the majority. I know it looks like there's a lot of people over there. Those people are doing absolutely nothing. Those people are all barred, and we're not afraid of them. None of us are, right?
No. That's today.
Look at them.
That's today, right?
Look at them. They're losers. They look ridiculous. They look ridiculous.
Look at them with their backs.
So we need to show up.
Go, go, go!
They're doing it. How do I help? We need to show up. We need to be strong and brave, and we need to come together. Again, like I said earlier, hopefully you can hear me better now. We are the majority.
That's right.
They will not instill fear in us. Of course not. And we're not going to let them. I think they look ridiculous with their trans pride flags. I think they look ridiculous with whatever they're holding up over there. Okay? We are here to let people know this is what we think. This is what's right. Children will not be taken advantage of anymore from this point on. And we're going to make sure that that happens, right? Right? Okay, cool. So that's why I'm here today. I'm here with Anthony. I'm here with Moms for Liberty and Gays Against Groomers. And we're going to put an end to this bullshit today.
Thank you, Jordan!
Guys, thank you so much, and we really appreciate our gay brothers, because especially our gay brothers, our lesbian sisters, and everybody in the LGBTQ side. We really appreciate you guys speaking up, because you are the ones that are being dragged into the wrong side and through the mud, making them think that if you stand up against the sexualization of young kids, that you are no longer part of that community. Well, guess what? You are welcome over here.
How can we
You are welcome on this side. It's nothing but love on this side, and they'll say it's the exact opposite, but it couldn't be farther from the truth. We love everybody. Jordan, thank you so much, man.
Thank you. How can we financially help Gays Against Groomers? How can we help you guys?
How can we help?
Go to gaysagainstgroomers.com.
GaysAgainstGroomers.com.
Please join us.
And we have one more speaker. Guys, we have one more speaker. And then we're going to take a big picture, all of us together, but we're going to do one more speaker after this amazing photo. I got one more person I'd like to introduce. This is a personal friend of mine and somebody who means a great deal to me. Back when the mask mandates were being pushed on our children, and there were several parents that were just concerned about the implication it was going to have on their social and educational development, while teachers and school board members and the superintendent herself was walking around maskless. Rules for me, but not for thee. And Chris was very, he's everywhere, and he put a camera in their face and asked them, why are you not wearing a mask when you're forcing it on kids? And the gentleman that I'd like to introduce today is a teacher in Broward County. But before I get to that, it's very important that you know this. Joseph C. Carter, whose grandfather has a park named after him. He comes from a very historic family in South Florida. Spoke out against what was being done to our children and called out the hypocrisy of these teachers and school board members and the superintendent that was not wearing a mask in a large public event while our children were being forced to, and for calling out that tyranny, he was fired from his job.
That's right. No
So
doubt.
I am forever indebted to this man. He is a hero and nothing less in Broward County. He is now once again a teacher. He will not stop. Very proud to call him a friend, a brother, and introduce him up here, Joseph C. Carter. If you want to give him a round of applause.
Get him, Carter.
It's nice to see everybody out. Like Alon said, I'm a teacher, so when I come to these events and when I speak, I'm speaking from a perspective of a teacher and a parent. I have 3 kids myself. My daughter, on the first day of school this year, her math teacher told her that black lives were more valuable and that white people's lives were not that important. And I looked through the math curriculum and I couldn't figure out where that was. So, and my daughter's godmother is white, her godbrothers are white. The church we go to, the pastors are interracial marriage. So my daughter comes home, she's crying, I'm like, what happened? She tells me the story, and I'm like, that's interesting. I have access to the curriculum, and I didn't see that. So I emailed the teacher, and I'm like, yo, what's the issue? And you know, suffice it to say, the teacher's not teaching anymore.
Good job, Joe.
I say that to say this, as a public school teacher, take your kids out of public schools.
Yep.
Because they suck.
Yep.
Now, I often get asked, why do I still teach at public schools? And it's because I grew up east of the tracks, you know, and I understand that there's still kids that just don't have access to an alternative. They just don't. Their parents don't have access to private schools. They don't get to get these charter schools have waiting lists that are crazy long, and some kids just simply don't have the opportunity. So at some point, there's going to be somebody in a public school that has to be the stopgap. So that's why I keep going back to the public schools. Even with the shit that they give me, they don't like me. My colleagues don't like me. The Broward Teachers Union doesn't like me.
They're evil. She's evil.
One year they kicked my mom out of the union just because she was my mom, and I was like, she didn't do anything, it was me. But you know, it's great to stay involved. Stay involved. You guys have got to be involved. You guys have got to be your child's biggest advocate. I say this as a teacher, I tell parents all the time, if you're not your biggest advocate, they're gonna fall through the cracks. You have to pay attention to what's going on in the classroom. I know it's a lot of work. I got 3 kids, 2 of them have cell phones. I know it's a lot of work to try to monitor what they're watching, what they're reading, who they're talking to, what's going on in the classroom. But it's the responsibility that we took on as parents. And that is the responsibility that we have. We have to make sure that the parents are involved in protecting the children, because they're the most innocent that we have. There's nothing more innocent, and preserving that innocence is my only objective. I have gay students. I have straight students, I have Christian students, I have Muslim students. None of my students know my political beliefs. They don't know which way I give all my students, they come to me because I'm the cool teacher, they come to me for relationship advice. I give all of them the same advice. Stay single and bring up this D that you have in my class.
That's right.
That's right.
Let's try to get straight A's, and then we'll worry about relationships later on.
Amen.
But I don't believe it's a teacher's place to tell a kid, to teach a kid their social view. It's not my job, it's not my colleagues' jobs. I'm a reading and an English teacher. The only thing I want to make sure is that at the end of the day my students can read and break down literature and can be successful, productive human beings. Everything outside of that, I tell them, talk to your parents, because they're your parents.
Thank you, Joseph.
Whether you like it or not, they do love you, they do have your best interests at heart, and you got to talk to them. Just because they don't agree, or you may think they're being hard on you, talk to your parents. And for every teacher that you have that does that, it's in the parents, the ball's in the parents' court to make sure you take that initiative and protect your children. You're their biggest advocate.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
Thank you, Joseph. Fathers for Freedom, you can follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. We're all about bringing parents, concerned citizens, and people on all walks of life together for one common goal, which is to leave our kids alone
That's right.
From indoctrination, sexualization, radicalization, and crazy enough, medicalization. Leave our kids alone. Say, protect the children.
We just want to say thank you to everybody that showed up today. Today's rally was awesome. It was full of positivity, nothing but love. Everybody came together, unified, to stand strong, empower parents, empower citizens to protect the children. So we just want to say thank you.
I didn't know how many people to expect. I think that there was a lot of people that were maybe slightly apprehensive because there was a counter rally, but we worked hand in hand with the police to make sure it was safe. And at the end of the day, my message to all parents all around is don't be deterred by anybody, because we are on the right side of this whole, cause. Protecting the children is the right thing to do, and so we had a good amount of people. I thank everybody for showing up, but at the end of the day, we did this to get the message out. Don't be afraid, parents. Don't be afraid, people of the LGBTQ community, to speak out against this radicalization and sexualization of children. Don't let them tell you you're not a good parent, you're a fascist. Don't let them tell you that you're not part of the LGBTQ community if you fight for the protection and the innocence of kids. And I think we accomplished that here today. We got this message across not the state of Florida, not just here locally, but all across the country. So I'm happy that we did that, and we'll continue to fight from here on out.